right after I left Aurora, Missouri, I decided to go to Monette to visit the murals that were painted by the same folks that were painting the mural in Aurora. One particularly impressive one was the Freedom Silo, painted in a rather industrial part of town. There was also another large mural on a wall in town that led over to a ghost sign that kind of tied in nicely with this cute Midwestern town. I wish I had some more time to explore Monette, but I'll be back this way again. Paguris the van, however, needed a bath badly, and Monette was kind enough to have one of those coin-operated do-it-yourself car washes that are so hard to find in Chicago. I took advantage of it. Hi. I am fairly well exhausted. I have done way too much in too short of a time. I am in, I don't know where I am, Route 66 rest area, which is kind of a cool place. This little rest area has done something kind of cool. I just thought I'd share it with you. So, as you can see, there's lots of trucks parked here. But look what they did. Behind the rest area, they made a little tiny version of Route 66. And you can walk it or stroll it or wherever you want. And then they have picnic shelters that are set up as though they are things you see on Route 66. Like here's Rand's Garage and the Merrimack Cavern signs. You see them everywhere. I must have seen 6 of them just in the last couple hours. There's Doug's Diner, Kevin's Market, Floyd's Barbershop. Now see, that makes me think that maybe these aren't all real things, because that is from Mayberry RFD. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Larry's Motel 66. Well, I think these are probably not real places, because they would have had the Bluebird for sure. Unless they're restricting it to Missouri, because after all, I'm in Missouri. It's kind of cute. I kind of wish I could have brought my little kids here and they could have messed around with it. Anyway, at some point in my journey, I picked up this ear of corn, thinking that I would have a chance to eat it. And as it turned out, that I have been on the go so much, having driven, about 1,900 miles so far, that I haven't actually made a meal yet. So I thought maybe we'd have a chat while I make a meal here. Why not? I did not pick this from some farmer's field. I actually purchased this at, I'm going to say it was Piggly Wiggly in Alabama. I could be wrong about that. Anyway, peel this here, and I should probably be doing this outside because all the silk is going to get all over the van. Oh well. I think I'm going to steam it rather than try to... And there goes my pot. Yeah, that's not a pot, that's a bowl. I told you I was tired. Steamer, which does fit nicely in the pot. Just going to fill it up until the water comes close to the bottom. Now I'm obviously missing a step here, and that would be fire. Okay, let's see. I rescued my bowl, not a pot, and now we shall heat up the water. And I'm going to open my vent, turn on my rear fan. Okay. This isn't going to fit in there, so what should I do? Well, that's it. You just snap it in half. Don't do anything funny here. Now, I cook it like I want the water to be steaming, and then I'll throw it in. I don't know that that's necessary. I don't know. It's corn. I mean, I do know the best way to cook corn is to actually pick it off the plant and then cook it immediately. But so few of us have that option, especially this time of year. Which makes me wonder, where did this come from? There is no point in eating corn unless you also have some butter. This is Vermont cultured butter. Ooh. Pepper and salt. It's already steaming. I mean, what was that? 2 minutes? You don't know because I've edited this, but it was like 2 minutes. So we put the corn in there and let that steam. So in 3 minutes, I'll have some corn. If you have not seen these knives, they make a great stocking stuffer. They're really good for van life. The sheath is optional, doesn't matter. But this is the knife. It's an open L. That's what it's called. It's French. They come in all different sizes, and they open like this. And it's a very nice blade that stays sharp a really long time. But what I really like is this. This twists and it locks. And you can feel that it's securely locked, and you don't have to worry about it at all. I really like it. And I'm going to use it to stab my corn. See that yellow flame? I don't know if you can see that. It's partially because of the wind coming in. That's bad. I also have a carbon monoxide detector, which you definitely should have. I highly recommend that if you're ever within striking distance of northwestern Alabama, that you go see Dismal's Canyon. It's an amazing place to hike during the day. It's absolutely beautiful. Lots of waterfalls and moss-covered rocks, and it's just gorgeous. And now we'll put the salt on, and voila, corn on the cob. Such a treat, I think. We'll see. There. Not bad. Oh, actually pretty good. So, I'm sorry I can't share my corn with you. I'm going to finish this up and then we'll continue our conversation. Alright, this is kind of weird. So that corn was really good. It was very juicy and the floor is kind of covered with little bits of corn, but that's okay. The van is for utilitarian purposes and I will clean it up later. But I had an idea. So I have this water and it's a little corny. It's corny. It's a little corny, but it's okay. What could I do with that water? I mean, I could make coffee out of it. It might be a little weird, but hey, if they make coffee with eggs in it, it can't be that weird. Maybe I will make an instant lunch with it. Yeah, and I know some of you were like, how can he eat this stuff? I mean, this is nothing but carbs and fat. Yep, it's not that many calories. And look, it's got veggies in it. Like, there's a pea. All right, so this is boiling now. So I'm just gonna very carefully, without dying, pour this into this cup. Nice thing about filming yourself cooking is that if you do accidentally burn yourself, it just makes the video all that more interesting. Holy cow! It was exactly the right amount of water to the drop. It's like it was meant to be. I brought this as kind of a celebratory thing, and since I've finished my trip, I think it's time to celebrate. Now, I am in a rest area. Drinking this probably isn't too kosher, so this is going to be one of those moments where you should do as I say and not as I do, and you should never drink in a rest area. No, and just so you know, I am not going to drink this and drive. My plan is to have a rest, a long rest of several hours before I hit the road again, because I have another 7 hours before I get to Chicago, and I am not capable of driving 7 hours right now. Not at all. So this is fun. It's a little cork. If you haven't seen these, they are pre-made cocktails. This one is an old-fashioned. I'm going to try it out. So cheers. Cheers to you, and cheers to me for finishing my 3 Auroras as I had planned to do. Wow. Oh, this is 70 proof. Okay, drinking this whole thing would be a really, really bad idea. So that's all I'm going to have. I'm going to put this away. Okay. Well, seems like it's ready to go. Doesn't look any different. Oh, it's fine. Tastes like it always does. Which, I'm not going to say good because, but it's cooked. So, yeah, so you can reuse your corn water to make instant lunch if you want to. I may be the only person in the world who's ever done that, and, you know, if you want to eat a second, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell the difference. Am I the only one who eats like this? So I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll clean up, and I'm going to make this into a bed, and I'm going to have a nap for an hour or 2, or however long. I'll sleep as long as I want. It's only 7:30, so I'm not going to sleep through the night. But if I wake up at midnight, heck, I'll drive a few more hours, and if I get tired again, I'll pull over in a rest area. This is the joy of being in a van. I can do whatever I want. I don't know if this actually counts as food. I mean, what is food? Food is nutrition, right? I don't think there's a whole lot of nutrition in here. I think there's a lot of energy, and that's something you need. You need energy. Like, you know, if you just ate a packet of sugar, that would be pure glucose. That would be pure energy, but not a lot of nutrition, you know, not a lot of building blocks to help repair your growing body. Of course, if you eat enough energy, like carbohydrates,
You'll also have a growing body. It'll just be in a different direction. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks very much for watching, and thank you for keeping me company while I had my dinner on the side of this lonely highway. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not really lonely at all. But I do appreciate you watching, so I will see you.
That was a logical place to end the video, right? I'd finished my trip, had some corn, everything was excellent. Except that I did something really stupid, and I need to tell you about it. It isn't really obvious from the way I've edited these videos, but the day that I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma in vlog 3 is the same day as I was eating the corn. What I did was I drove from basically the Oklahoma-Texas border all the way to Tulsa, all the way to Aurora, Missouri, and then all the way to where I recorded that video. And I had every intention of sleeping there at least for a few hours or maybe the whole night because I could. But I didn't. I mean, I slept for maybe an hour and then I drove all the way back to Chicago. In that day, I drove 1,000 miles. And I didn't have to. That's the stupid thing. I built this van so I could pull over and sleep wherever I wanted to, anytime I wanted to, and for some reason, I didn't. And I have to think about that. I was driving until 6 o'clock in the morning. I found myself in pre-rush hour traffic in Chicago, having not slept forever, and you could tell in this video that I was already tired. Why did I do that? This is not smart. There was no reason to do it. I did it. I think maybe some anxiety was creeping in. I don't know, but don't do that. Pull over and sleep. Even if you're not asleep, you're still getting a lot of benefit just by resting. Lay down, close your eyes, listen to some music, chill out. It's not the same as sleep, but it still helps. And that's a lesson I really need to learn for myself. I need to slow down. So hopefully, by the time you see my next vlog, I'll have learned to do that. We'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and get ready for a whole big adventure out west, which is coming next.